can sample some of his works or maybe come
Oh,
up north
wonderful.
or something. So he's looking at that too. So, just sit back, have a little cup of tea and everything else. And, maybe catch a little sports like the Patriots coming up next season as well too. Still hungover from the Super Bowl being the Rams 13-3. So,
Oh God, Boston. Being a Boston fan is easy. They call Boston Title Town. We have, in the last 2 decades, we have 6 with the Patriots championships, 4 with the Boston Red Sox, 1 with the Boston Bruins, and 1 with the Boston Celtics. So I can see why people hate Boston fans and hate Tom Brady. I'm sure if I wasn't from Boston, I would dislike Tom Brady as well, but I am. And as the saying goes in Boston, girls want him and guys want to be him. And that guy's just a grade A winner, class act. And I think the Patriots are going to be, if you're asking my opinion, I think they're going to be right back in it again next year.
and of course, title number 7 as well too is going to be very challenging. And of course, the big question is that who's going to stay healthy, who's going to remain with the team, who's going to go, and who are they going to bring in? The rosters are always changing, and Julian Edelman won the MVP this year because last year he was out with an injury and couldn't play against Philadelphia, and 2 years ago Rob Gronkowski couldn't play because of an injury. So
Yeah,
I guess. So the question is that, who's going to go down, who's going to step up, who's going to bring in, and who's going to end up retiring. So that's a big question in New England.
Yeah, I mean, Rob Gronkowski, considered the best tight end to ever play the game. He set so many records, if not all of them. But, yeah, he's getting offers now from Mark Wahlberg and Sylvester Stallone in Hollywood saying, come on out to Hollywood, Rob. We'll make you a movie star and put you in movies. And he's also getting offers from the WWE to do wrestling, kind of like The Rock, a.k.a. Dwayne Johnson, who's considered the biggest movie star in Hollywood now, did. But hopefully, if what I would want him to do, if you're asking me, I would want him to sign another 2-year contract, finish 2 more seasons with Tom Brady and Julian Edelman and Bill Belichick and the whole Patriots organization, and then venture into his next stage of life, whether it's acting or wrestling. Yeah.
And maybe you can teach him or he can work with you or something, Tom Brady. So,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, we'll recap some of the things you've gotten into. You're listening to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking your budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, taking your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. Also on Facebook at Facebook.com/The Mike Wagner Show. You can download and listen to The Mike Wagner Show on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And also watch the interview on YouTube as well. We're here with Baker Halleran. He's from Boston and coming out to California. He did some modeling overseas, including in Milan and Paris. He's also been doing some acting as well, too. He's got a couple of projects. He's already got Whitey in the books along with Street Smarts, and he's also got, once again, a couple of projects he's in. He's playing a cop, and, of course, like to recap and tell us about what will you be doing in the future as well as a cop.
I don't know necessarily in the future about the cop, but like I said, last week I shot an episode of this new hit show on Fox called 911, playing in LAPD, and that was a great experience. And as I was saying, tomorrow I have an audition for the hit show on FX called Snowfall, which I was saying is the true story of the crack cocaine epidemic that infiltrated Los Angeles, California in the 1980s, and the involvement and the betrayal that the CAA had to do with it all. So as far as playing a cop in the future, I'm always open to it. I kind of have the high fade haircut right now, so I guess it works well for playing a police officer. But I'm really open to playing anything. I prefer drama, but I can, I've done stuff playing doctors and lawyers and, the army, like a nice army role would be something I'd be very interested in, or the bad guy, and then there's also the romantic comedies and comedy stuff. But my forte and my preference is drama, but I really think I'm versatile enough and to try my best at anything. So
what are some of the other genres you're willing to work in?
Oh, like I was saying, there's a lot of opportunity right now for like war movies and stuff like that, playing, someone in the Army or someone in the Navy. Uh, Obviously, like my favorite is like the gangster movie, like a character like Robert De Niro in Goodfellas or Casino, or like Leonardo DiCaprio in The Departed. Romantic comedies are always fun. They're more soft and lovey. Um, but yeah, I'm really open to anything. That's why I'm training hard. I'm in classes. I'm working with a private coach out here, just trying to stay positive. Made a lot of sacrifices too. I'm not drinking or anything like that anymore. I've put all the partying behind me, and I'm clean and sober now. So that's given me a really clear head and a set of focus that I haven't had before. And yeah, just making sacrifices with to help keep propelling my career to get where I want to be, which is, a series regular on a hit TV show and or both, movie star, doing lead roles in different movies. So, I'm building up, and I'm trying to stay humble and work hard and just, do my best. Yeah.
It sounds like you're doing a really good job, or maybe somebody could mistake you for the Patriots as well, too, so you got to watch out for that. So,
yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to the football season, even though it just ended. But yeah,
and of course,
I think the Red Sox, I think, are going to be quite good again, and they just won the World Series. I actually was fortunate enough to go to my first World Series game. I went to games 1 and 2 of the World Series at Fenway Park in Boston this year, and that's been a dream of mine too since I was a little kid. I flew back from Los Angeles, and that was an experience like I've never had. So Boston was electric. It was wild. So that was fun.
And of course, ironically, you were in LA when the Dodgers played the Red Sox in the World Series. So go figure on that one. So
yeah, no, that was funny. I actually was going before the Red Sox, it was the Red Sox Dodgers in the World Series. My girlfriend at the time was from LA, and we were going to some of the Dodgers playoffs games, which were fun too. So yeah, my friends were kind of busting my chops from Boston. Like, what the hell are you going to Dodgers games for? I'm like, well, I've lived out in LA for a little while, so I can't. I root for them when the Red Sox aren't in it, obviously. But then when it was the Red Sox Dodgers, I was in all, Red Sox gear. So yeah, that was fun.
And do you think the Red Sox will win 110 games like they did last year, or do you think they're going to exceed that, or they're going to be maybe tail off a bit? So do you think the Red Sox are going to duplicate their success?
Yeah, I think they have a chance to come back and win just as many, if not more games, just like the Patriots, I think, can repeat too. I mean, that guy Mookie Betts, who plays for the Red Sox, he's a real special talent and a real nice guy from what I understand. And yeah, I mean, the whole organization, I don't see them losing too many players, and I'm sure they'll try to add 1 or 2 people to make the team stronger. And yeah, I mean, Boston, don't ever bet against the Boston Red Sox, just like don't ever bet against Bill Belichick and Tom Brady and the whole Patriots organization, because they're just a bunch of winners. So,
or even the Bruins and Celtics as well too. And the Celtics will probably be the legitimate team to face the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. And the Boston Bruins, they still stand a chance in a way to go to the Stanley Cup. They have to overcome a number of obstacles. I mean, with the NHL, it's almost like a crapshoot. You never know who's going to be in it. I mean, Vegas was just I have to say, in a sense, lucky, but they made it. Washington, of course, one of the rivals as well, too. It's they cried, over 40 years to finally win a cup. So,
yeah, no, I mean, my fondest memories growing up, I was hockey. I started playing ice hockey. I was on skates. My dad had me on skates when I was about 4 or 5 years old in Boston. So the Boston Bruins were always my favorite team growing up, and my dad used to take me to the old Boston Garden all the time to watch the Bruins games when Ray Bourque and Cam Neely and Andy Moog and Glenn Wesley and Don Sweeney and guys like that were playing. And that was some of the fondest memories of my entire life. Yeah. So I always have a special place in my heart for the Boston Bruins.
Yes, and it sounds amazing, too. Another great sports season as well, too, in Boston. And, of course, just a couple of minutes before we wrap up here, what are some of the other movies and actors that have influenced you in your career?
Yeah, like I had mentioned, obviously, Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt, Robert De Niro. He's in several of my, Godfather 2, one of my favorite movies. Raging Bull, one of my favorite movies. Casino, Goodfellas is probably my all-time favorite movie. So Robert De Niro, definitely. I mean, his work, he comes from the theater. Him and Al Pacino, they both come from the theater. And yeah, I would also say, like I said, I mentioned the Boston Guys. One of my all-time favorite movies that also inspired me to get into acting when I was 16 years old was Good Will Hunting with Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. I mean, those guys are the pride and joy of Boston. And now it's Mark Wahlberg. He does everything from star in movies to produce TV shows. And yeah, so those Boston guys and like I said, Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt. Probably my favorite actor alive is Leonardo DiCaprio, and that would be my biggest dream to work with somebody like that. Yeah, I mean, film and television, my favorite television show of all time is The Sopranos, which was on HBO, and, about the mafia in New Jersey. And, yeah, I just, that whole genre and something about film and TV, it's just, it's such a nice escape. It's from reality. It's like, you get to go and sit in a movie theater and eat some popcorn and hang out with your friends and just, you get your own perception and perspective on it. It kind of just takes you somewhere else. And it's, I love the film business. I love movie making. I love acting, and I feel very grateful and lucky and blessed. Blessed by God to be on this path, pursuing my dream. And I'm not where I want to be yet, but I feel like I'm on the right track and in the right direction. And at any given time, it can change like the snap of a finger. So yeah, I feel grateful and blessed and just happy right now. So.
And that is a big amen as well, too. What is your ultimate goal right now?
My ultimate goal in the next few years would to get on a TV series as a series regular, which is, an actor who's fully employed by the show, works every episode for the most part, book more commercials, start booking parts in, smaller parts in bigger films, and work my way up the ladder. And, ultimately, the 5-10 year plan is to be, a big movie star, and just gonna stay humble and just put one foot in front of the other and do my best. And there's so many politics in the film business, just like all businesses. You can only do what you can do, and accept and live in acceptance and control what you can control, and the rest is out of your hands. Like for tomorrow, I'll be preparing tonight all night for this audition I have tomorrow. I'll go see my acting coach in the morning before I go to the audition, and then I'll do the audition after the audition, instead of worrying about it, whether I did good enough or beating myself up, or I'm just going to, let it go. And then the rest is out of my hands. Then it's up to the casting directors, the producers, and the director, et cetera, et cetera. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much, yeah.
It sounds like you got a really great plan going. And of all the projects you've done, including modeling and some of the TV series and films, what do you consider your most favorite project, the most challenging, and what do you say your most memorable moment would be?
I would say my most memorable moment was probably last week on that show 911, playing a cop. It was cool to, just prepare for the role and get in there and just like do my best and watch these other like star actors do their work and watch how the cameramen work. And I mean, on any given TV set, you think you're like the only one in front of the camera. Well, there's another 50 people behind the camera, the crew, the set, the other actors. And it's such a production. It was such an honor. And then I've always enjoyed theater, and like I said, the modeling was great for the traveling, and it was good money and meeting all the pretty girls, obviously. but I'm looking forward to what's next, not really dwelling on the past, or just trying to stay in the moment and figure out what's going to be next.
And you have a lot of influences in your career as well, too, as you mentioned as well, too. And what would be best advice you give to somebody right now if they want to get into acting?
Do plays, get in classes, watch a lot of film, watch a lot of TV, and just follow your heart and do it for the right reason. Don't do it because you just want to be famous, because if you just want to be famous, you should look into reality TV or something like that.
Ain't that the truth? Oh, my gosh.
Well, yeah, do it for the right reasons. If it's like one of your passions like it was for myself growing up, then yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the best advice I would have.
It sounds really good, and of course, you're a very busy man. Before I let you go here, just once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website, and how can people reach you?
Sure. I'm not much of a Facebooker. I'm on Instagram pretty much every day, checking it out. So if you want to find me on Instagram, it's at Baker, Baker, my last name Halleran, Halleran. Again, that's on Instagram.